Great. For those of you that are curious, that pause is me loading the live stream, and I'm never quite aware when it actually starts until my YouTube stream pops up. So it's that pause. Thank you for being here. If you are joining from YouTube, I am joining from Zoom. I cannot see you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And this is a group read, Decks of Abundance. We are a circle. We do group reads here at Willow Root Tarot 3 days a week. And we have many other postings, shorts, lives, videos. Check out my playlists. I have the card medium is currently up there now as one of the playlists, and that's actually a session I'll be beginning this coming Saturday, June 6, 2026. And everyone is welcome. No mediumship experience necessary. You can check out all the details. Links are in the description for my meetup rooms, and that's where you're going to want to go to find the description, or go to YouTube, check out my Willow Root Tarot channel. That's where you're joining from now if you are not in my Zoom room, and you'll find the details there. I will be dropping 2 more videos today to give much more fuller explanation to what we're doing, so you might want to check back as well. All right, let's go to Seasons of the Witch, Beltane Oracle. This is by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, and this particular deck was illustrated by Giada Rose. Okay, we have honey. That is something to see. Their third eye is a honeycomb. It looks like a honeycomb. Very interesting. These flowers are in the moonlight. And the card says it is 18, card 18, which you can add together. I like to add it together. So 1 + 8 is 9, and key 9 in the major arcana of tarot. And this is just where my mind goes, guys. Your mind can go wherever you want. Go to the latitude and longitude, ask some extra numbers, and find out where you're moving. Do whatever you want. Which is also astrocartography. And I think that shit's fascinating. All right, so honey, card 18, 1 + 8 is 9, key 9. And the major arcana, the tarot, is the Hermit, which was also last year. We're in year 10, because 2026, 2 + 0 + 2 + 6, that equals 10. And that takes me, because I'm a tarot reader, because I love tarot, over to the major arcana, and that's the Wheel of Fate or the Wheel of Fortune. So anyway, let's go back to our card. So honey, card 18. The sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pull. Oh, so beautifully lethal. Ooh. The sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pull. Okay. Oh, so beautifully lethal. I wonder if that has to do with, because it's honey, like when a bee stings you, but the bee dies because it, right? Or some bees do, right? When they sting. The sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pull. Oh, so beautifully lethal. All right, well, let's see what the book says. I'm fascinated. This is a group read. If you are thinking of a question, great. If not, great. It's fine. Sometimes when you're hearing the reads, a question may come up, or you'll think of a person, a place, a situation, and maybe it will help. Maybe you'll think of several situations. Maybe nothing will help. Come back tomorrow. Watch my other videos. Like, subscribe, and share. And it does help. It really does help on my channel when you do those things. All of my meetups are free. So the support I get comes from viewership, subscription on YouTube, and any monetary donations that are made. So you are absolutely supporting me by liking my videos, subscribing, and anytime you feel inclined to share as well. So thank you. And I see a hand. So before we go to the book, yes, what would you like to offer?
Well, the important thing about bees is teamwork. they work together, their team. Uh, it's definitely Three of Pentacles.
Yeah. What? So bees, yeah. So I know we're talking about bees. I just thought of one of my decks has this ant. It's about what? Oh my gosh, I think it's the Kim Kranz deck. But because the Three of Pentacles, you don't have to like each other to work together. That's my idea of the Three of Pentacles. You could be like the Jonas Brothers. I mean, they're siblings, so they have the right to hate each other. But they were raised together. The Jonas Brothers, the musicians, actors, directors, producers, whatever. They do it all. But they are the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you. All right, honey. Let's go and see what it's referring to. You've probably heard the phrase, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, which easily applies to manifestation, magic, and even healing. Your soul attracts more with positivity, love, and compassion than it does anger, frustration, and sadness. So if you have found yourself in a period of unrest, jealousy, heartache, or fear, know that the path to healing yourself is through allowing sweetness to swell within your being. Okay, let's read that one more time. That was a lot of words. Your soul attracts more with positivity, love, and compassion than it does anger, frustration, and sadness. So if you have found yourself in a period of unrest, jealousy, heartache, or fear, know that the path to healing yourself is through allowing sweetness to swell within your being. Oh, kill them with kindness, which is probably not the message this card is trying to bring. Like, let's say maim them with kindness. Is that better? Okay. So, yeah. Rejoice in the success and good fortune of others. Celebrate the good in your life rather than focusing on what's wrong or broken. Find compassion and forgiveness for those who have brought you pain. Each act of sweetness repairs the breaks in your heart, leading you on the journey towards restoration. Your abundance will be tenfold when you walk the path of sweetness, even if you have not felt much heartache and are currently experiencing a period of good fortune. The more you lean into kindness, the more you lean into kindness of heart, the more increase you shall see return to you. An increase in love, wealth, health, or joy, or all of the above. I had a vision when I was reading that. I had an idea in my head. It's not like a da-da, it's just, great imagination. So, oh, it was okay. It was a very specific something that had happened to me the other day in a breakout room, which I'm not going to go into. It wasn't bad, but because it was also private, I'm not going to share it. So, but what it had me thinking was, when someone comes to me and says something like that, I could take like maybe they're a little aggressive about it. They're not being kind. The words aren't really needing to be said, but they're choosing to say them. And I think of the greet them with kindness, meet them with kindness, treat them with kindness, kindness. And if I were, and I do say this and I do think this, but if I were to truly embrace this in that moment and think what they are saying applies to them, they needed a target to hear it. And if they accept that this is actually a message for them that they're trying to apply to me, great, I'll be here. I will be that swelling of kindness. I will be a container of kindness and allow them to speak to me this way. We're not doormats. Please, I'm not saying let yourself be abused. Fuck that. But there are some moments, say a family member, they're venting and they're like, and it's like, whatever, man, walk away. Or listen, let them speak and let them hear at the same time. Hierophant, listen to what you're saying, the Hierophant, and maybe they'll get something from that, and maybe they won't, but you will, because you'll learn more about what kind of person they are. So you're getting something, right? But that could be that aspect of kindness. Now let's go back to the card. Did I finish reading that? Yes. Let's go back to the card. The sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pull. Oh, so beautifully lethal, where words go to die. So if you're willing to listen, again, not a doormat, don't get abused. There are times when if you're willing to listen to what the person is saying, let them listen to it as well. Hierophant, listen to what you're saying. Maybe they'll get something from that. Maybe that was the point of that. Again, you're not a doormat. Okay, it's not like everybody in the world gets to scream at you so they can feel better. Fuck no. But that oh so beautifully lethal could just be that you provide the graveyard for these words to die in. It's not the words don't have meaning, it's just that the meaning is going to utterly transform. The death card, the graveyard, the death card is more about transformation than anything else that I see. All right, love this deck, guys. These are the we're not going to read it, but I want to show you this card because I have pulled this one before. It's very interesting. Isn't that cute? This is the pagan holidays. There are 8 of these decks. We'll be moving into Litha or summer in a bit. We got till like almost the end of the month, but we'll move into it then. I would like reading with these every time we meet. Just love it. All right, so now we do alternate decks in our oracle polls. When we do a little bit of tarot later. Thursdays is I do all tarot on Thursdays if you guys want to join. I don't record those. I don't live stream those. You have to show up live because it could be of a personal nature because we do pulls for each other, card pulls. So we don't record those. But you're welcome to attend. It is 8 a.m. All my events are 8 a.m. So I recognize it doesn't work for everyone, but if ever it should, please show up. Okay, so we do alternate our decks, but permanent in the rotation are going to be whatever pagan holiday we're sitting in with our with that series, and healing the inner child right now is in our rotation because it's just an amazing read. So the other day I did get a deck card other than ancestors and mother because we kept getting ancestors and mother, and we got card 9, the quest. So let's see what we get today. Now this is healing the inner child. We all have, okay, sorry, I still want to talk for everybody because that's bullshit. I have an inner child. I have an inner teenager. Got that one from Travis Holt, like comedian. He's fabulous. Check out Travis Holt. But he talked about his inner teenager once, and I'm like, you're what? Whoa, party. So, wait, party. Who said that all the time? Adore Delano? Is that party? Right? Is Adore Delano from RuPaul? I think. Hey, Adore. Love you. Adore you. Okay, so you are fabulous. All right. Adore Delano. Yeah, that was your name. Party. Fucking hugger. You're so cute. All right. Healing the inner child. Looks like my inner child. I just want to hug everybody. Hugs. And that would be RuPaul's Drag Race. Several franchises out there. Love the shows. Oh, I would love to be invited to be. Oh, I don't want to judge anybody. Judgment. But I would love to just be there for some purpose. I could hang out at the food table. What is that called? Like the craft something? Why do they call food craft? If I'm right. Isn't it like a craft table, but there's actually food on it? I would told you. All right, here. Here we have our coloring table. This is our Play-Doh table. All right. I do chit chat about whatever the hell I want. I'm waiting for a sensation to come up in my hand. I don't always get it, but I like to give it a chance. Because it was a mainstay in my reading for years. And then it started to fade away. There it goes. And I still look for it. I still give it that time. Oh, it's coming. Okay. And it's just like a tingling sensation that builds up, can be very low key, can be fierce, can border on pain, can be painful. But it lets me know. And let's see. Tending. Like T is in Tom, tending. So it's the inner child. So all the cards have like little kids. And if you notice inside the rose itself, there's a child up there as well. Now, these are our inner children. They are never in harm's way. The child could fall, but instead of falling, would gently float to the ground. So everyone is safe here. We are safe and all is well. All right, card 34, tending. I keep wanting to say bending, like you're defending, bending something off. All right, but that's not it. That's why I kept saying we're safe, because I'm getting like this little. No. All right, tending, card 34. So this deck, Healing the Inner Child by Nina Mongendre. I say her last name different each time, I swear. Today it's Mongendre, and it is illustrated by EDR. And Nina, this is a fabulous deck. So thank you for making it, and EDR, thank you for illustrating. So we have invitation, inner child, and journey. And those are the three portions that the deck is breaking each card down into. Let's not say breaking, let's say discovering each card. So for the discovery of invitation, we have every living organism has needs and requires tending and nourishment. Our relationships are no different. They too need daily attention and care. By tending to what is, we nurture ourselves and those we love. Tending to our physical, emotional, and mental needs requires softness, attention, and love. Just like the gardener in tune with the rhythm of the day and of the seasons, we must attune to our inner cycles and fluctuating needs. Each time we tend to our younger inner child parts, we are planting and nurturing seeds that will grow, blossom, and thrive in their own time, eventually no longer requiring care once they are strong enough to take care of themselves. This card invites you to nurture yourself by tending to your inner child today. Over time, as you stay attuned to the young inner parts that need tending and meet their needs, you invite deeper self-acceptance and vitality into your life. In the discovery of the inner child, we hear, was there a special plant or a type of flower you loved as a child? Did you have access to a garden in which you could observe the blossoming of nature in the spring? Revisit the wonder and awe of your inner child at the miracle of spring. Recall the satisfaction of watering a plant and feel how you can tend to your younger, more vulnerable parts in this way, with patience, daily feeding, and care. Your adult self will care for these parts until they are strong enough to flourish on their own and fully integrate. Check in with your inner child and offer them the support and tending they need today. Meet one of their needs and allow yourself to be nourished in return by the peace and relaxation that you experience when you tend to your inner child. Say out loud to your inner child, it is an honor tending to your needs. I will tend to you until we become one. It is an honor tending to your needs. I will tend to you until we become one. The discovery of journey in this card. Look at this image and notice where you are drawn. Are you softly held by the rose? Or are you enjoying raking the earth or planting seeds? Roses have been revered for thousands of years as symbols of the divine feminine and of protection. Close your eyes and engage all of your senses in this magical garden scene. Notice the temperature of the air. the feel of the earth beneath your feet. Or the softness of the rose petals holding you. Expand your awareness of the joy you experience as you care for this garden. And notice how what you tend to nourishes you in return. Allow yourself to be tended to as you lean back and receive. Woo, I love that. I love that. I love this step. And I will say, no, I will not. Because I remember I was going to go and say something. But then I thought, you know what? No. Oh, I want to show you. So I will. The back of the card, it's adorable. It's adorable. Look at this. It's like a little giraffe. And there's, what is that? Is that stars? It is. It's different color stars on her neck. And then there's a star casting down light. I love it. It's so cute. Really cute deck. All right. And it's my only, I think deck like this. How did I probably got this in my Hay House box, which they no longer have that service. Hay House, please bring that back for the same price. So I can afford it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun getting that box. All right, so we're gonna put these two. That was Seasons of the Witch, specifically the Beltane Oracle. Guys, if you're like, well, what would be the next deck maybe I want to get in this series? Now you can get Beltane. We have a few weeks, but if you're like, well, I want to get something that I can kind of look at for ahead, our next one is going to be Litha, Litha. You don't need to get that one. You can get any of them. You can jump all the way to Yule, and that is the end of our year. We can go ahead and associate around Christmas time. You can get that one. Be ahead. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. It's all good. Message is sound no matter what time of year you get it. All right, the deck is not a form of limitation. It is not. So why am I telling you that? Why would I tell you what it isn't? The deck is a form of communication. All right, having said that, we move to Ascension Oracle by Nari Anastasia. I need to remember to put these. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to read different Oracle decks for you guys this time, but I'm just putting them over there on the shelf. I just realized they're kind of getting all mixed back up. So, grace for me if we happen to read from one again. Okay, and connect to your sacred light. Check that out. Look at that cover. Love. The Predate. Ooh, okay. I would like to read for Juno Birch. Juno, call me. Okay, we'll do something. You guys seen Juno Birch? I love her. She's so funny. Back. She does that. Back. But I can't quite do it. I don't give it justice. And then she starts each video like this. I'm not going to do this. I swear she's actually doing it. Oh, I bet she has a pillow or something like that. She's like, oh, and her whole head to the table. I love it. It's so fun. But she's fun. There's, it's good. I mean, it's real, but she's not actually hitting the head. Okay, Elizabeth, both Ascension Oracle. Let's go ahead and shuffle. If you have a question, ask it. If you don't, yay. And if you're ever going in for a reading or you're having a reading done and you don't have a question, you can refer to that as, I would like a general read. General read is when you don't have a question. Personally, I would go in, ask the tarot reader to cut the deck, flip a single tarot card, describe whatever they would like to about it, and then from whatever they say, make a question up in the head. All right. It's not a test. Tarot readings are a test. Ascension board. Ascension board. Ascension. All right, we go. Oh, so pretty. New cycle, card 16. Wowzers. Okay. What a pretty card. I love the colors. So if you look at the feet, the foot area, it's like they're more roots than anything else. Very pretty. Love the colors. I like looking at the stuff. I don't really read with decks I don't like to look at. So it's a thing. You guys can always say no too. Like if you're getting a reading and you find the deck offensive, be like, you know what? I'm not cool with this. Please don't use that deck. And they're like, it's the only deck I have. Well, then the pirate, not a good reading for you. Not a good reading. I've had this happen. All right, not me. Someone was reading from a deck that was pretty much just pornography. And I was like, wow, really? Abusive reader much? Okay, so we have new cycle, card 16. And if we add 1 plus 6, 16 is 1 and 6. So 1 plus 6, it's 7. And that's key 7 is the chariot and the major arcana. I was thinking about numbers. The chariot and the major arcana. So it's bringing that energy in, whatever the chariot means to you. You can be like, but I don't know what the chariot means to me because I just started reading tarot. Awesome. Best time in the world. Go get any of your decks. Don't even tell me, do you only have one? That's awesome. I could not restrain myself. I have 7,000. So go get a deck, look at the chariot card, and what do you feel? What do you feel? What is your body saying? Because it's one cohesive unit. Your body reads with you. It's very important to know this. These are my thoughts, guys. If you have a different thought, yours are different. And then what do you see? What are you attracted to? All of this is chariot energy. So when we come back to this card has chariot energy, that's what I mean. Now, are you like, do I actually have to like stop reading the card and go? If you want to do that practice, yes. That's actually what you would do. You would stop reading the oracle card, get your deck, maybe it's right in front of you, pull out the chariot card, focus on that for maybe 5-10 minutes, the rest of the day if you want, and then bring that energy back to the oracle. Yes, that's what it takes. Sometimes reading takes all day long. It is something to do. It's a practice, 8 of Pentacles. All right, and you can practice it any way you want. And so long as you are not harming yourself or others, I think it's beautiful. All right, card 16. All right. Okay, so, it's got an Albert Einstein quote. Who's that? Just kidding. Life is like riding a bicycle. Oh, I went to Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. All right, I do that. This card brings forth a period of resurrection and restoration. Take a look. The darker period of your life is now coming to an end, and a new cycle begins. The flowers of your soul have begun to bloom. With an open heart, be ready to receive. This new cycle heralds exciting opportunities, prosperity, and bliss. Your soil is fertile, loved one. So any ideas that are planted during this time will come into fruition, blessed with abundance and love. You have been gifted many golden treasures, born from adversity and challenges, and now carry gems of radiant light within you. Use this time to shine your much expanded light. Feel the excitement, joy, and inspiration growing inside you, and be ready for the best is yet to come. I want to say that when it says, so it can be hard, like going through trauma, difficult times, and have people say, well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Fuck off. But the idea is you are still here. I'm still here. Whatever has happened to us, we are still functioning. So it says, you have been gifted many golden treasures born from adversity and challenges, and now carry gems of radiant light within you. Use this time to shine your much expanded light, and you shine it for yourself, period. If someone happens to notice that radiant light and is attracted by it, they are welcome. You have given them the light. You have shown upon them brilliance. That's all you need to do. That's it. They have invited themselves into your orbit. Continue to share that light. However it was that you first expressed it, assume it has continued to be welcome. I express this light through holding groups like this, reading, through tarot, oracle, multiple ways. I'm going to begin leading a mediumship session this Saturday for free on Meetup. Check out my details. That's why I shine my light. You don't have to go above and beyond for what you feel comfortable with. You don't have to copy the blueprint of others because they found success there. That does not guarantee you success. That was their blueprint. You create your own. You borrow from them. Yeah, maybe heavily, but that does not mean you copy because it's not yours. It doesn't work for you the same way it worked for them. All right, so it does offer an exercise. Your ability, excuse me, guys. Oh my goodness, let me go to my trusty chocolate milk and take a sip. I love this stuff. Okay, I also have water, but let's face it, I'm going for chocolate. All right, exercise. Your ability to manifest is strong. Use this time to visualize whatever it is you would like to bring into being. Feel joy and gratitude as though you are already living the visualized dream. So I actually, okay, this is Willow Root Tarot, the channel you're watching on the Meetup group, Willow Root Tarot. And the other day I was drawing what I kind of draw out as Willow, the Willow from Willow Root Tarot, and it has big roots. And I was bringing up very simplistic, branches coming down because willow roots, sweeping willows. And at the end of every branch, I wrote out something that I would like to manifest. So as a manifestation exercise, let's say you love cards. Draw out a card. You don't have to be an artist. Draw it out like little blocks. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's okay. And then wherever you would like, whatever parts of the card that you see that you look at, maybe the window, maybe the hubcap, maybe the headlight, write out something that you would like to manifest. Just make a note of it. Maybe use a different color ink, kind of, make it pop. Do what makes you feel good. And that can be part of this exercise because when you can see it as well as think it, I believe it reinforces it. You don't need imagination for this. You can literally see what you're drawing. You don't need to see it up here. So those with aphasia, you're welcome for this exercise. And I would welcome you to create many exercises for those like you so that they can also expand their knowledge and awareness. I do have a very active, detailed imagination, visualizations, right? This is clairvoyance. Many messages I receive come to me this way. But not everyone does it this way. And the way they do it, I am not able to replicate. So whatever exercises or ways that I communicate with the universe that come to me that I can share, I share. Again, this is how I shine my light. All right. Just touch tape. Okay, because I think maybe this just is going to really help someone. We're not going to read here, but card 23, Divine Union. Take a look, though. There's these two people down there at the bottom, and look what's coming up from them. They're creating all of that beautiful love and light. Love. Okay, so pretty. Okay, so this was Ascension Oracle, and this is Connect to Your Sacred Life by Nari Anastasia. It's so pretty. Do you ever just want to, if you ever just like, this might be a nice deck to just zone out to. You don't always have to read the card. You can just be like pretty and then start drooling and staring at the card. Just, okay, we're not going to read this, but look. Heart flower, gorgeous. Pink and green are my favorite colors. So every time they're together, I'm like, yes, this is my card. So sometimes I like decks just so I can literally do pretty pictures. It's like looking at pretty pictures. I love this one. But those are the decks that end up on my workspace. I don't have a workspace, on my altar. Those are the decks that are with me a lot. All right, let's see what time is not that. Is it? It is that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is move over to the read. So before we started, I checked in and I asked for consent to do this. So I'm gonna be giving I see your hand. Go ahead. Did you have a comment on our last Oracle card?
Well, it's a comment on the Chariot card.
Oh yeah, throwback. Go ahead.
Well, whatever situation you're in, if you're changing, it's so important to have clarity, to really understand what's happening. When you understand what's happening, then you have self-confidence. You can have find the center thing, and you can, and you're much better driving your team of sled dogs or unicorns uh, or even horses. People are upset because they don't really understand what's going on. They have no clarity.
Um, I get that. I'm vague what I was gonna say. Okay, no, I love that. Thank you for your share. All right. So we are going to read from Runes for Modern Life. A lot of times I pull Oracle and then Tarot for the reads, but the other day I started using the runes. Now I do read Elder Futhark runes, and I want to start really putting them out. So, oh my goodness, so sorry. I put a sleep in my eye a few hours later. Excuse me, guys. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull from Runes for Modern Life, followed by a Zend Out Tarot Journey. Now, the reads that I do in this room do not have questions. There's no questions. It is automatically a general. We don't have a lot of time. That's why. So on Thursdays, and you can find this link in the details in the description. It's actually the description for all of my videos. It's the same. You'll find the link there. It's for Dallas Tarot Club, and that's the group that you're going to want to join to do those groups. So let's see. This is a pip deck, meaning so this is the 8 of Swords. It's just 8 swords. That's it. You don't get any other details. It's a pip deck. All right, let's see. Let's go to our runes first. See what we have. All right. Distraction. I got to move the Oracle deck that I read from so I don't become it again. No, feel these already. All right. Okay. We have lagos. It literally translates to lake, but this could also be depth. You think about, you ever imagine sitting in a boat on a lake, big lake. If this brings you fear or discomfort, you are on the shore. If you are still uncomfortable, you are at the cabin, sitting by a roaring fire because there's a bit of chill in the air and you've got hot chocolate. Whatever you want the scene to be, find the comfort there for yourself. Create your reality. In this case, on a lake, we sit in a boat. We have string with a weight on it, and we drop that weight into the water and watch as that string extends. It goes and goes and goes and goes. The depth of the lake is also represented in this. We could translate this to depth of character, shadow work. Where are you willing to go, and what are you willing to see? It also literally means lake. Let's go ahead and go to rune book, and then I'm sorry, my third chakra. I did this yesterday too, right about this time. Okay, so runes from no. Go to tarot after this to bring some fullness to the situation, but I want the rune to be the leading part. You can also have runes and you could I have these are just blank little dice. They're all crystals, different types of crystals. And I might be saying that wrong. Say minerals instead. I don't know. But you could actually carve a rune onto this, and then you would pass multiple runes. If you're using it on a grid or in any kind of altar space or any kind of, let's say, grid, it's wherever the runes sit on the grid that you would read. Do it any way you want. I happen to have cards because I love cards. That's why I love cards. If I was more into black onyx, I'd probably have black onyx rune sets and only use those. All right, so let's go to Laguz. Laguz. The accent is always on the first syllable in the Elder Futhark runes. I do sing the runes, but I can't just pick the letter out in my head. But here's a wheel. Okay. What? Okay. Keyword intuition on the wheel. We're getting there two away. There. Okay, meaning fluid or water. Lagus is the rune card representing water, and water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions should be acknowledged and openly expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. Oh, wow. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Another association with this card is the need for renewal. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back or stifling your creativity, and it is time to be more open-minded and to let the past go and start anew. Meditating beside a lake or river or visiting the seaside may help release creative blocks and bring renewed energy and inspiration. Well, that was really pretty. I love the runes. Also, like you may not be able to get to the seaside or a lake or a river. Put on YouTube. They've got great videos. I watch squirrels on YouTube. Like literally watch squirrels and birds. Shout out to Red Squirrel Studios. They have some of the best feeds on YouTube. They're so fun to watch. I have them up all the time. Oh wait, where am I putting that away? All right, so let's pull a tarot card. That was the read. Let's pull a tarot card to add to that read. What are we looking at? I did not think of intuition flowing with the emotional water. Because yeah, how I react to something is also going to be my intuition is going to feed off that. It's all part of it. Like, what is this telling me? My intuition is going to gather up everything around me and spit something out, and my emotions are part of what it's going to gather up. All right. Oh, what do you think, High Priestess? Nine of Pentacles. We're going to stop right there. Now, like I said, it's a pip deck. There's not a lot of nuance to the. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really pretty. Well drawn. I like it. It's not telling me a lot about what's going on. It's 9 Pentacles. This happens to be my favorite minor arcana. So let's just sit with that. I pull my favorite minor arcana. I don't say my favorite, but it is. It's my favorite child. My favorite minor arcana with Lagus. And it was wait. One of the let me read that back out. One of the earlier cards was talking about manifesting from a feeling of joy, the light within. And I am pretty much. I'm usually in a pretty good mood. Let me see here. So okay, so I'm looking back at the book. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Well, I pulled my favorite minor. I pulled my favorite minor arcana card, and I feel great. I feel really good, and coming from a space of not has to be like toxic positivity or 100% zen all the time, but from the relative understanding of self and an understanding that I'm comfortable with. I can put that kind of calm and happiness back out into the world. Great. Well, as it's traveling out, it's traveling through every aspect of me, including my intuition. So pulling the Nine of Pentacles to me is saying sitting in that literal garden, the Nine of Pentacles in RWS or Rider Smith is looks like a garden. The garden that I built, the idea of the Nine of Pentacles, is going to allow me to have that intuitive thrust into the world, one that I can be confident. I love combining different reading modalities. It's just wonderful. All right, so although I was using first person, that is the reading for you to have confidence to sit in the garden that you built. Now, if you build a garden of toxicity and you're trying to be happy from that, you might want to consider overhauling your garden. looking at what it is that you have planted, what it is that is growing, regardless of whether or not you planted it, and what you would like to weed out. Now, weeds aren't bad. It's mother's children, right? But they're not always welcome or needed in all situations. In the garden in your mind, you don't have to burn down or throw down pollutants on the ground. You can ask the weed, quote unquote, to leave. You can have a conversation with why it even became here in the first place. And to invite it to the garden gate, walk it there, and wish it well. If you have another visual in mind, perhaps you're visualing a stable full of horses. You go to each horse, you open the stable door, and you allow them to leave. You talk to them first. Maybe you pet them, you groom them. You tell them that you love them and that they served you well, and you hope that you serve them equally as well. But if they would like to roam, go. If they would like to stay, decide if you want it to stay, and have another conversation. All right, guys. Let me see. Oh, goodness. We went a little bit longer today because you guys are fabulous and I couldn't stop talking. But I will say goodbye. So I will say goodbye. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.